Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is another part on this ML320. As I promised, I'm going to remove the brake boosters. I have not installed neither the back cover on this side or the power steering pump. If you see the second part on this series, when I remove the power steering pump, the hose that goes to the rack and pinion, which I think is rack and pinion, yeah, the hose was very tight. Pull it out, it came off, but no ring. The ring actually stayed on the oil pump, and I need that one because it's damaged. Same thing for the reservoir. Let me show it to you guys. I already cleaned it very well. So this is the power steering reservoir. It was very dirty. There is no ring in here inside, which I already removed as with my service manager. And he's going to try to order that from Mercedes to see if we can get it, separate from the reservoir, hopefully. And we need that ring from there. So I'm just going to put this on the side, wait for parts, and then proceed with the brake booster. I remove the cardboard no matter what. I don't need no more cardboard at the bottom. Hopefully I can get that booster with not a major disassemble. It seems like a little bit tight of a space in there. So this is definitely in our way. This can be removed just with the rubber grommet in here. Disconnect the wire. Gotta be careful with these things. Remember, this is a 2002. Looks like this can come off or can come out. Yep. So we can put that on the side. That's got to be for the evap system. Most likely, this is like the purge valve. Without looking at the repair information. Okay, I got to replace the camera battery. Looks like batteries are not lasting too much lately. Looks like we can leave that there. All this is on my way either way. Let's unplug these connections on the top of the brake booster. Brake fluid reservoir. Let's see if we can get this valve out of there. Looks like not the right ratchet. It's a mixing valve. For some reason, I don't see much of a mixing in here. Let me see what that is. I thought it was like a coolant, but I don't think that is a coolant. And we're gonna need another tray for this one. I'm just trying to get myself as much as room as possible. We have another leg of this in the back, which is very hard to say or to see. Have to disconnect. Trying to open the leg a little bit. Nope. Let me get the mirror. Just trying to make room, guys, so just bear with me in there a little bit. Okay, so I have to push from the other side. Yep. Okay, so looks like you have to push a tab for this side. Maybe the screwdriver might be the best help in here. or a pick, kind of like too long to pick. Yeah. Very strong. It's a hard plastic. So maybe a hose. The big pick. Okay, that worked out. This is about, common sense. So we have a connector in here. I wonder if this is maybe part of the cruise control or something. Definitely has a lever. I believe that is connected to the pedal, to the accelerator pedal. It'll make it easy. Too much on the way, bulky. Looks like I feel one release, the one on the back. But this one is still hooked. Okay, I got it. Picks are a very good companion for a mechanic because you need to release a lot of stuff. And okay, so that will give us the room that I was looking for. We have a brake booster connector too. Again with the pick. This one, as the one in the booster, it has two tabs that you have to press and then release. Obviously it's a 2002, so they're not as soft or clean as they were before. You have to be careful not to break it. That one just broke. So we still got one holding us. It's just so brittle. Very hard to get it out. Try to put a pressure on it. This is definitely the dust and temperature. It makes it very hard to remove. Well, it's out. We got one out of two, not so bad. Okay, this is actually very hard too. I tried to remove it, but it was everything on the way. Let's see if this will help us. This is kind of like this is the vacuum line, right? So just try to like wiggle. It has those grooves, yes, you see? So you just go one side and then the side, try to pull in on it. Alright, so that is disconnected. I'm thinking of not to drain the pump yet. Fluid is not bad. I'm going definitely to drain it out, but I don't really have to do it now. We have two electrical connectors on the bottom of the pump. There is another connector on the rear of the booster. Let's start the video. I want to show you guys a new one. So I'll be right back. Okay, this is let me turn the screen on the camera so I make sure that I'm showing you guys the booster correctly. Alright, so this is the new booster OEM. And it comes with the two sensors. So we have, this is the one I just disconnected, and we have this one in the back. Everything is nice and sealed. Well, that was just protecting in there. I have a gasket that comes with the pump. It has a gasket for the front, which is on the pump, and then another gasket that goes on the back in here. So what we got to do is we're going to remove the master cylinder for the brake, go inside the car, and remove the pin that we have here. Sorry guys, forgot that you're not looking at what I'm looking. So the pin in here and then the two bolts. So again, the front master cylinder pump and then the back connections. Just always like to see what I'm dealing with, what comes with or not. Like in this case, any of those sensors break, not really an issue, it comes with it. And we have a very tight space in here. I would really like to remove this cover at least, get more light. So let me get a, it looks like a 225, just to make sure I'm correct. Oh, 220. Yeah, they're 20s. And I just dropped my air gun. This is a big one. I'm gonna put it away. It's not a use. Yeah, this one is like cross-threaded or ain't holding nothing. Should have another one in here. Yeah, they look like they were holding much. And we have, let's see if we can really get that out. I'm not sure if it will be possible or not. There might be a connection in here, so it might be possible. We'll see. Alright, so yep, this comes out. I'm just trying to take the bulk out of the equation so we get more room to see. I mean, it didn't give me a whole lot more, but it's better than nothing. There's only 2 bolts holding this. Looks like a 12, 13, and then 11 on the brake lines. Ooh, no, they're 12s. They should put, you know, a sander on that stuff, you know. I mean, every manufacturer does his own decision on sizes and everything. And that's why the life of the mechanic is so expensive. We need to get tools for every single brand. When you work in the dealer, you just do it for one car, or at least one manufacturer. My case, not the way. I have to work in everything. Alright, so they're very nice and soft. That's good news. As you saw, I just was able to do it with just with a regular wrench. I'm going to evacuate this too as well. So let me stop the video, trying to not make it too long with simple things. Recording, yes. Okay, so I just wanted to show that I make this connection specifically for the brake boosters, I mean the brake pumps. This is more flexible, and this is only, I use this hose only on brakes. It's the same evacuation pump, it's a vacuum pump. Be careful with the brake fluid. If you spill brake fluid into a paint surface, make sure that you clean it with water, plenty of water, because this is like a paint remover. I'm just trying to get as much as fluid away from here. You can see from the line probably the fluid it was fairly clean. And you will notice that from the buoy here. That's like the level buoy. This will tell you if your brake fluid level is low or not. This is a very, very tight space, but I think we have enough to remove the pump, because the clearance in between the pump and this computer and fuse box is probably like inch and a half at the most. I know it's boring. That's what I didn't want to record it, but I wanted to show you this different hose. So let me stop the video and I guess you guys back when I'm doing the rest. Alright, that is drained. Now we can disconnect those two lines. Well, they were like very loose, so. So we're number for brake fittings, 12, usually 10, 11, 3/8, 9, 8 on the rotors or brake calipers. You can just push the line, yes, no problem. Well, let me see what we got in the back. Definitely not a 12, so that's gotta be like 13. Yep, that's what it is. So we have one here in the back and one on the other side. We have the two electrical connections on the bottom too. So for that, I wanted to use a swivel. Click on that. Let's see. I'm gonna use the 3/8 extension, swivel, and then the 13. Yeah, this got no power to break anything loose. But at least it's a ratchet, it's not an impact, so you can break it loose by hand. This one is going to be impossible with this one, so I'm going to use the 1/4 inch. I'm going to show you. Snap-on did a very good set. Well, I think Matco and Cornwall has it too, but I got it from the Snap-on. Trying to see what I can get or not in there, because this one is more flexible. Obviously a 90-degree will not work. Probably a ratchet with a 13 might work in here too. So let me use a ratchet with this same swivel. Yeah, it's actually working very good, very good. Just not enough angle to get a cordless in here. Let's see if I'm wrong or not. Just don't think it's going to be enough angle for the swivel to actually work. Well, maybe it is. Because if it's working by hand, it will work with the cordless too, but it's coming good. It's not a really long thread, so I think I can do it just like this. Yeah, that's working out very good. And we have the nut in here. Perfect. So the pump is released. We got this bracket in here. Can we get it out? It's holding a harness on the back just to make it more bulk. We have these two connectors in the bottom. I haven't even seen how to get those out. And we have not enough room, so we need to move this. Alright, so let me stop 1 second, guys, get some repair information or take a look and see what I need to do there. That was a miss on that. It actually comes off. You just gotta pull a little tight, get that harness thing out of your way. And well, we got the connectors at the bottom, just one side. Alright, we get the 3 cables. The gray, pink, let's call that yellow or white, is in the front, and then blue, pink, green on the back. Very easy. Alright, we got the pump out. Just carefully, I'm going to set it on the table here. Got a stainless steel table, so if it rips, it's not a problem in there. We're going to have to bleed the system no matter what. We got no fluid spills, and that looks good. So this was actually holding nothing. I thought it was a clip on the harness on the back, but it was not. And this is the other sensor, same type of connector for the two valves at the bottom of the pump. And the thing is, this one has actually the same colors too. Just want to make sure connectors are different. Yeah, you cannot mistakenly put those in a different order. Alright, so this is everything we need to do on this side of the car. Now I'm going to work inside. I cannot show that, it's just too tight. But I will show you as soon as I get that booster out. It's just, you know, the pin on the brake pedal and the two bolts that hold the booster in place. Alright guys, I remove everything from the inside. What you need in there is a Phillips screwdriver to remove the panel, right, and you know, on your feet. Then you need a 13mm socket. It's just two nuts on the booster, and then you need to remove the pin. I did that with a needle nose plier and remove the pin. That's it. So this should be loose. These are definitely going to be in our way, so let's try to push it away and kind of like hook it onto the air conditioning lines. I think that might help me. Yeah, that's good enough. This might not be so bad. Let's see. What else is holding you? Feels very tight. I don't really understand. Let me go and take a look in the inside. Because I don't only see two nuts in here. And so what I did is I pressed the pedal. No matter what, we got no brake pump, and that brake is loose. So, bingo, we have it. Now we just gotta maneuver here a little bit to get it out. This fuel line is on my way. And this is flexible, so no problem. Looks like we got it. Just be careful not to break anything. And this is the old booster, so whenever you replace the booster, never ever touch this adjustment. That is set by factory and there's no need to adjust it. So we got this new gasket in here. It comes with the booster, and we have the one at the pump. So let me put this old one right here on the same box as the new one for now. Alright, so this is the new booster. Yeah, you guys got it right in front of you. We got the new gasket, as I said. Very important to put it. Looking like two stickers in there. Let me see if that is, you need to remove that and kind of like order to stick it to the booster itself. So I need a screwdriver. Not sure if that is the part number. No, it is actually a sticker, as I said. Let me show this to you guys. So it has two stickers. I was able to remove the one on the other side very easy, so just removed, and then press into the booster like that. The gasket is not going to fall. That's all we need from here. Now we can get this out of here too. Better to do it here than in there. There is tighter space. Everything looks pretty decent in here. Alright, let's get this baby inside. Position wise, all we need to do is make sure that we have the these facing, you know, I don't know, vertical, right? Compared to what the two sensors are. Be careful going in with this vacuum line. It goes to the evap system. Just, you know, move it around. Sensor is very careful. This one, I don't want to break anything. This wire is in my way. Kind of like let it, you know, do his own thing. Make sure that we got now nothing that we don't want to be on the back. Nope, everything's going very smooth. Position wise, the same booster should talk to us. Hopefully. Yep, it did. Alright, so now let me go on the other side and hook everything up in the other side, and then we can proceed on this one. I'm not sure I was recording. Yes, I was. Alright guys, I tied up the booster on the back, and right now I have the pump here. I cleaned it pretty good, and I replaced the gasket on the front that came with the booster, so that's the old one. And now we're going to set this pump back in place. Before we do this, let me see if I want to connect this. Probably the best thing to do. Yeah, that's in. We got the new gasket in there. Now let's set this pump in place. Let's kind of go like in an angle. Make sure that you put them on the pin, and then just, you know, set them inside. I'll set them in. Kind of like drain as much as fluid possible from there too. I got this one on the bottom. That's the one is fighting me a little bit, but now it's done. We need to put this bracket that truly have no clue what it's for. I don't know what the purpose of this is. I guess just to bother you when you're doing the installation. But if it's there, I put it there. I don't like to remove and take things out just to be lazy. A lazy person will do that. Definitely not me. Alright, so we got the booster in place. Let's at least put one of the nuts in there so that bracket stays in place. Okay, now we can connect the bottom sensors. Still leaks a little bit of fluid in here. I'm gonna need some water soon. Clean all that out. And as you can see, by not having that back cover in there, it really helped. It's better room for you guys to see, better room for me to work. I can connect this one back in place. It's secure. And now we need to put the back nut. Getting the gloves out. I need to have more of a hand sensation for that, so I don't drop it. Hopefully, let me get in onto that swivel. Probably the best thing to do. Yeah, it kind of like holds it in place. Very good. Just get your hand in there a little tight. Looks like it's going very good. Hopefully. You want to make sure that you're going straight. At least I got it in place. Not sure if it's straight or not yet. I should go soft. Try to wiggle it a little bit. Kind of like the metal in there is just making it hard to see. Not sure if it's straight or not. I mean, I can give him like almost a full turn. No, that was not. You got to be very careful with that. Not sure if I can get my fingers in there with the nut. Yeah, they installed that and then they put this piece on it on factory. For us, yes, deal with it. It's impossible to get your fingers in there. Now let's try one more time with this. Oops, I almost drop it. One second, guys. Well, it looks like this time I had it correct because I've been able to spin it more. Let me get the ratchet now. Put it here, right? Yeah. Make sure it's going soft. It's going perfect. It went very well. Thought it was going to fight me. We know that thread is new. It might have a little bit of a paint, but it's new. Alright, so that one is tight. And we can tie this one now too. And yes, I'm going to put the torque wrench on here too. I just cannot show that every single time. But you guys that knows me know that I use Sentry, all the repair information. So, and I like to do it like that, especially things that aren't going to be there for a long time. You don't want them to come loose. So, yes, snug. Pull this away that I don't need, at least for now. And let me get those lines where they go. This pipe got off the clips. Make sure you put the clip back, by moving it in here the clip came off, and you are in the right position. Remember, we bend this a little bit to be able to install it, or to remove, sorry, the booster, so I'm gonna have to play with it. Get it on the right direction, and make sure that you go with this ones by hand first. You don't want to damage the thread on the pump, because if that happens, you need to put a new one on. Alright, so that's perfect. Those are 12. Definitely removing this lever or mechanism from here was the best thing to do. Always try to work, with the space. Sometimes you think that by not removing you're saving time, and it's actually the opposite. When you work with room, you can be quick. Mechanic is a lot about, common sense. Alright, those two are tight. Now we can connect the sensor again. That's the level sensor. We need to connect this one. Come back to where it's supposed to be. This can be my last thing to put. And this one should go somewhere around here. This feels a little short. Alright, let's see how that goes. I usually like to spray a little bit of a WD-40 just to make the connections easy. You don't want to break that either. See if we can use that same tool to put it back. In this case, it's just gonna help me pry in. Yeah, that went perfect. It's a newer ring, so alright, that looks pretty good. Now all I need to do is put this bracket or thing back in position, put the cover back, and then bleed the system. That's the waiting on part. So guys, this is pretty much what you need to know about remove and install a brake booster on a 2002 ML320. Hope you guys like the video, and don't forget to subscribe, please. And again, for those that wants to support the channel, I'm going to put a link at the bottom, in the description of this video. Thank you so much for those that are doing it. Have a good day.